Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to our Python YouTube channel. In this lecture, we are going to discuss for loop in Python. So let's take an introduction of this for loop. Before that, let me create a file for loop. So in the previous lecture, we learned the while loop. This while loop is useful when the number of iterations depends on a condition. But many times we already know how many times we want to repeat a task. For example, print from 1 to 10, or print multiplication table, or print name of 30 students. So the for loop is short and easy to read, and in this situation, actually Python provides a simpler loop called the for loop. Python, this for loop is shorter, easier to read, and reduces the chance of making mistakes. Let's see the simple definition of this for loop. Suppose if for loop is used to execute a block of code for each item fixed number of iterations. So this is a simple definition for loop. So let's see the syntax for this. So for after this we will use variable here in and sequence. Later we will use statements. So for printing numbers we usually use the range function in for loop. So I will give that syntax also for I in range start stop step. So for this we'll use here statements. So understanding range means range generates a sequence of numbers. Can be used in three ways. Suppose the range case one range of 5 means the output will be range of 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In case two, suppose if my range is 1 comma 6, range of 1 comma 6, then the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starts from 1 and stops before 6. So if my range is 2 comma 11 comma 2, so the output will be 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, because starts from 2 and increases by 2 and stops before 11. This is how this range function will work. Suppose let's take a simple example. Suppose for I in range 1 comma 6, then let's print I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first I equal to 1. Now Python prints 1. Then I equal to 2. And Python prints 2. This continues until I equal to 5. After that, loop ends automatically. And notice that unlike the while loop, we don't write I equal to I plus 1. So the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will tell you the key differences for while loop and for loop. We use while loop used when the number of iterations is unknown or depends on a condition, or for loop used when the number of iterations is unknown in advance. Things like advance requires manually update in while loop like I equal to I plus one. In for loop, it updates automatically, and while loop is more flexible, and for loop is simpler and cleaner for counting loops. So let's see the more number of problems in this for loops. So using for loop, now we are going to print even numbers from 1 to 10. So for I in range 2 comma 2, let's print I. Let's run this. Okay. Okay, I have not written here range is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So instead of starting from 1, we start from 2. So the range function is 2 comma 11 comma 2. So starting value is 2 and ending value is 11. So I have told you before 11 is not included. So 2 is our step size increased by 2. So this 2 is our step size increased by 2, and this stopping number is 11 means 11 is not included in this. So now Python generates the sequence 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Loop begins from I equal to 2. Now Python prints 2. Again, our step size is 2. So I value will be 4. So Python prints 4. Again, step size is 2. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Now Python prints 6. Like this, it will print up to 10. So our next problem is let's print odd numbers from 1 to 9. So let's start with 1 and ends with 10 because 10 is even, and our step size will be 2. Yes, we can see here all odd numbers. So this is also how it will work because our step size is 2. So if I want to, our next problem is if I want to reverse counting from 10 to 1. So then for I in range 10 comma 0 comma minus 1. So let's run this. Yes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. So our starting value is 10 and stop stopping value is 0. Means 0 is not included. I have told you before. So minus 1 is every step decrease by 1. So step value is minus 1 and it will decrease by 1. So 10 minus 1. So at the starting, it will print 10. Next, 10 minus 1, 9. Like this, it will print up to 1. Let's see the multiplication table using for loop. For before that, I have to take num as the variable. Input enter a number for I in range num 1, comma 11. Then let's print. So enter here 7. Yes, it prints 7 table up to 10. So loop runs from 1 to 10 means I equal to 1 means it will include 1, but 11 will be not included. The num is 7 and 7 into I, 7 into 1, like that, 7 into 2, 7 into 3, up to 10 it will work because 11 is not included. This is how we will print multiplication. Let's see next problem, sum of n natural numbers. Let's print sum of n natural numbers n equal to suppose if sum equal to 0, then for I in range 1 comma n plus 1, then let's print sum. I enter here 5. So the output is 15 because 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, which is equal to 15. So initially sum is equal to 0. So the loop runs with values 1 comma n plus 1. In n plus 1 means 6. 6 is not included. So we have taken here number 5 because 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 is not included. So sum is equal to sum plus I. So at the starting 0 plus 1 means 0, sum is 1. So in the next step I will be 2. So sum plus 2. Sum plus I means I value will be 2 and sum value will be 3. Like this, it will run until the condition is true. So let's see with another more moderate examples. Two more moderate examples on these topics. Let's see factorial using for loop. Later we can see the patterns also. Suppose equal to suppose fact equal to 1 and for I in range 1 comma n plus 1. Now let's print. So let's run this. If my number is 5, so answer will be 120. Let's see. Yes, the result is 120. Here, initially fact equal to 1. So now loop runs with the values up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because I have entered 5. 5 plus 1 means 6. 6 is not included. So until 5, the loop will run. And the starting fact is equal to fact into I means 1 into 1 will be 1. So the fact value is 1. So in the next I will be 2. So I 2 into 1 means 2. The fact value will be 2. Next I will be 3. So fact is 2. 2 into 6 like this until 5 until I equal to 5 it will run and it will gives the final value is 120 by factorial. So now let's see nested for loop, and this is also most important topic, nested for loop. So a nested for loop is a for loop written inside another for loop. So let's take an example for this, and I'll explain the condition syntax also. Let's write syntax for I in range, and then let's take something. And next for j in range, after else we'll write the statements. So when one loop is placed inside another loop, it is called nested for loop. The outer loop controls the number of rows, and inner loop controls the number of columns. So nested loops are mainly used for pattern printing, tables, matrix operations, and game development and grid-based problems. Let's print a square pattern. So suppose for I in range 4 and for I in, sorry, we have to take here j in range 4. Let's print a. Let's run this. Yes, it printed square pattern. So explanation is like very simple. The outer loop runs 4 times. So there will be 4 rows. So you can see here first row, second row, third row, and fourth row. So this is the four rows. Now each row for each row, the inner loop runs also 4 times, printing 4 stars. So the n keeps the cursor on the same lines. This n equal to quotes between space. So next the print this function. This function after the inner loop moves the cursor to the next line. So up to 4. So our range is 4 until 4. This will work very step by step and it will print like this 4 stars in a row and 4 columns. So this is how this wave pattern is going to be work. Now let's see right triangle pattern. So let's write the program. Suppose range 1 comma 6 for I in let's run this. Again, let it the range is the right triangle. So now we have painted a triangle. The outer loop decides the row number. So the outer loop is here J. So I will explain very clearly. So for I in range 1 comma 6. So it will print the number of rows. So it prints 5 rows means 6 is not included. So it will print 5 rows. So inner loop will be J. For J in range of 1 means it will print 1. So it will print this star and I equal to 1. So after that next line print, it will go to the next line. So inner loop prints stars equal to the current row number. So if I want to print here 2 stars again for J in range of 2. So I because I value is 2, it will print the 2 stars and this condition, this print condition will move it will to the next line. How this is how it will print this right triangle pattern. So we have discussed for loop and in the previous lecture we have discussed loops. So next class we are going to discuss with the break statement and continue statements. Thank you for watching this video.